Hello colleagues. As public servants to the ACT Government, we're all obliged to raise concerns about possible incidents of fraud or corruption involving the Directorate and to feel confident that these matters will be taken seriously. The Directorate has recently launched a new fraud and corruption prevention plan for 2023, and I encourage you to familiarise yourself with it. Today, I'd like to introduce you to Kristen Laurent, the Directorate's SERBA. That's the Senior Executive responsible for business integrity and risk. Kristen is going to talk to you about potential red flags that may point to suspicious conduct in the workplace.
Thanks, Katie. It is important to keep an eye out and raise any suspected concerns you have about integrity or possible workplace misconduct as soon as you become aware of it. But we should all be mindful that red flags do not necessarily mean that fraud and corrupt conduct is occurring. An example of fraud could be a colleague who abuses ACT Government funds to make an inappropriate purchase for their own personal gain, or who uses an ACT Government vehicle for personal use where such use is prohibited. Perhaps someone is facing family pressures or other unforeseen circumstances at home and falsely records their attendance at work. Or a colleague may recruit a family member or a friend without disclosing and managing a conflict of interest. People may do things that they would not normally do. Identifying when our colleagues might be facing unfortunate or difficult circumstances, either at work or at home, can be the first step to preventing an act of fraud or corruption. We all have a collective role to check in and make sure our colleagues are okay. Suggesting and promoting our support services such as the Employee Assistance Program, EAP, may assist in alleviating some of the initial pressures that could lead to someone willingly committing an act of fraud or corruption. Of course, there may also well be other situations where our colleagues are intentionally doing the wrong thing, and we need to call it out and report the behaviour as soon as possible. If you become aware of possible fraud and corruption, it is best to report any concerns directly to your immediate supervisor, manager, or principal in the first instance. If you are unable to do so, or if the matter relates to your supervisor, manager, or principal, please reach out to me as the Senior Executive responsible for business integrity risk, the SERBA. I treat all referrals in a fair, objective, and confidential manner. To find out more about fraud and corruption prevention, including our new Fraud and Corruption Prevention Plan for 2023, please visit our Connect Ed page under Business Resources. Remember, integrity matters.